Chapter 7. Love and its disintegration in Western society. Love is one of the most powerful and universal emotions that we experience as human beings. Throughout the centuries, it has been regarded as a positive force that can unite people, but also as an emotion that can disintegrate and corrupt in Western society. In modern Western society, love has become a commodity, a product that is sold in the form of movies, romantic novels, and TV shows. Instead of being a deep and personal emotion, love has become something superficial, commercialized and consumed quickly and easily. Western society has turned love into a form of entertainment and has reduced its meaning and emotional power. Love has also been disintegrated by the culture of immediacy and instant gratification that characterizes Western society. People expect quick results and immediate satisfaction in their romantic relationships. Instead of working on them and developing a deep and lasting connection, people have become impatient and have lost the ability to wait and commit for the long term. Additionally, Western society has disintegrated love by prioritizing individualism and autonomy over commitment and union. The idea of being self-sufficient and not depending on others has led to a culture of shallow and ephemeral romantic relationships. Society has lost sight of the value of commitment, respect, and reciprocity in romantic relationships. Another way in which love has been disintegrated in Western society is through the hypersexualization of culture. Love has become synonymous with sex, and physical intimacy has become more important than emotional connection and effective communication. The sexualization of culture has led to the dehumanization of love and the reduction of romantic relationships to mere physical transactions. The lack of emotional connection and difficulty in committing to meaningful romantic relationships has also led to an increase in loneliness and isolation. Technology and social media have allowed for greater connectivity, but have also diminished the quality of interpersonal relationships. Western society has become more individualistic and self-centered, which has led to a lack of emotional connection and a decrease in the ability to form deep and meaningful relationships. In conclusion, love has disintegrated in Western society due to commercialization, the culture of immediacy and instant gratification, individualism, hypersexualization, and a lack of emotional connection and commitment in romantic relationships. Western society has lost sight of the true value of love, which is the ability to unite people in a deep and meaningful connection. It is important for Western society to revalue love as a positive and transformative force that can unite people and enrich their lives. Chapter 8. Overcoming the state of loneliness. Loneliness is one of the most common and universal experiences that people face at some point in their lives. It can be a transient feeling or a persistent condition, but in any case, it can be a source of emotional pain and distress. Overcoming the state of loneliness is a complex process that requires understanding, self-discipline, and a dose of courage. To overcome loneliness, it is necessary to understand that it is a normal emotion and that we all experience it at some point. It is important not to stigmatize loneliness and to understand that there is nothing wrong with feeling alone. Accepting loneliness is the first step to overcoming it, as it allows us to approach the situation from an objective and realistic perspective. Secondly, it is important to cultivate a positive relationship with oneself. This involves developing the ability to be comfortable with oneself, without the need for external validation. Learning to enjoy one's own company, using loneliness to explore new interests and activities, and discovering new aspects of one's own personality can be an effective way to overcome loneliness. It is also essential to establish meaningful interpersonal relationships. Social relationships are a basic human need, and it is important to seek ways to connect with others. It can be helpful to look for groups and communities that share common interests, participate in social and cultural activities, and make an effort to connect with people in the nearby environment. Furthermore, it is important to have realistic expectations about interpersonal relationships. Not all relationships will be perfect or long-lasting, and it is necessary to accept that some encounters may be disappointing or superficial. Accepting the imperfection and unpredictability of relationships can help reduce the pressure and anxiety associated with loneliness. Finally, it is important to develop social and effective communication skills. This involves being a good listener, learning to ask open-ended questions, and fostering empathy and compassion towards others. Improving social skills can make relationships more meaningful and satisfying, and can help reduce the feeling of loneliness. In summary, overcoming the state of loneliness involves accepting it as a normal emotion, cultivating a positive relationship with oneself, establishing meaningful interpersonal relationships, having realistic expectations about relationships, and developing social and effective communication skills. Overcoming loneliness is a process that requires effort, patience, and self-discipline, but it can lead to a richer and more satisfying life. And that's it for the book, The Art of Loving, by Erich Fromm. Follow me for more summaries.